Que cosa sucede, hoe bags? Welcome back to another episode of Bacon and Bacon with Bacon. Today we're going to be making bacon garlic knots. Dude, can you stop walking for like 10 seconds while I do this? So, as you know, we're like big dough fans up in this bitch, and the start of garlic knots is pretty much like the start of smoking herb rolls or the cinnamon hose. It's the same concept, you know. So if you want to know how to make the dough, go back to one of those videos and I break down how to make the dough. Still gonna make it today, but I'm not going to explain how to make it today. I'm just gonna bust it out real quick and then we'll move on to the fun part of making the garlic knots themselves. It's still 1:15, so I'm telling you, I live by this. I will die by this. Temperature, when it comes to yeast and proofing, temperature is really fucking important. Exactly 110 degrees. I'm just gonna sprinkle this yeast up in here. That was garlic. Man, this thing is so fucking convenient. All right, so now that we got our 2.5 cups in there to start, we're doing a bigger batch because we're gonna freeze some shit later. We're gonna start adding our flour a little bit at a time until it starts getting cakey, and then we'll put the hook on. probably wondering what this is. That's a different video, but that right there is some bomb-ass smoked salmon. All right, whole bags. That was a long 45 minutes. There's a lot of dough here, but keep in mind, I'm making extra for a later dinner. I'm gonna put this shit in the freezer and make a dank-ass dinner within a few days. I'm gonna make massive, well, fuck you guys. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm having for dinner. I keep finding I put chunks of garlic in this to kind of add a little robust garlic flavor to the nuts, and I kept feeling these little hard beans, and I'm like, what the fuck is that in my dough? I'm like low-key trying to casually pick it out without the camera seeing. Yeah, that'd make like a fucking 6-foot pizza if I was gonna make it a pizza. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna slice this bit down the middle, use half of it for the recipe we're using today, and the other half is gonna be for, what day is it, babe? Thursday? Thursday. It's about half. Voila, you have 2 lovely loaves. Now, that's all protected from the microplastics that apparently off-gas when you put the Ziploc in the freezer. Because it'll be fun. I can't fucking figure it out. That's what mine looked like.
Putting the bacon in here, I think, makes it more difficult. You can't use this footage. I don't give you permission.
Whatever. You're my wife. You will. I will use this footage if I want. Roll that thing. Yeah. You got some skills there, babe.
Bacon snake.
It's a bacon snake. I think hers is going to be better than mine. By far.
All right, I'm going to say that's good.
You say that's good?
And then I'm going to put this guy in here. Get in here. Oh.
All right, what we're doing here now is we're melting down the garlic butter sauce that we're gonna put on these garlic knots. When we're done with that shit, we're gonna drizzle it over this dough. After it's done rising, put that shit in the fucking oven. All right, my little hoe bags. Now that these little rolls have had a chance to kind of sit and rise for another 20 minutes, we're gonna sprinkle a little bit more cheese on them and a little bit more bacon. But before we do that, we're gonna take this fucking dank ass butter sauce we made and we're gonna drizzle it all over each one. Oh yeah, now it's fucking drizzled in some butter. And we still have a little butter, but we're gonna save that because we're gonna drizzle that back over the top when they come out of the oven. But now, since there's a little butter in there, we'll sprinkle a couple more pieces of bacon on each one. And now some fresh ground Parmesan. And voila, there you go. Now it's ready to go in the oven. I have not made these before, so I'm guessing they'll probably be in the oven for 30 to 45 minutes. Let's try this shit. Wow. I mean, I'm pretty big. I might just be high, but holy shit. Damn. Well, there you have it. That's it, fuckers. Thank you for watching another episode of Bacon and Bacon with Bacon. Don't forget, nobody likes a dickhead, so make sure you like and subscribe. And if you do try this, you're fucking welcome. This is coated with garlic and butter and dankness. So thanks again, and have a great fucking day.